What's up, y'all? Truth Tiger. I want to talk about gang stalking right quick right now. I don't know what's happening with it, but ever since I had my spiritual awakening and my spiritual anointing, which that began around 6 years ago, ever since that started happening, it's like when I used to go out on the street to take a walk somewhere, have a smoke, I don't know, whatever I'm doing, I used to just like have space to myself. And I've lived in the city in a dense area with tall buildings and stuff, and where there's a lot of people out and about on the street. And I'd always walk on the street, and it was like I always had my own space to myself. But like now, it's like when I walk, it's like someone's there walking the same speed I am. Someone's walking right in front of me, right behind me, every single time. And I have to like walk really slowly or walk really fast. I'm having to walk through these freaking office parks and industrial parks and, these parking lots and stuff to avoid it, walk on all these side streets and stuff. But it might have been happening before, but I was not awake to it. I don't know. I don't think so. But, it is kind of these, I don't know what it is. If it's like these people are in line with Satan and he directs them to do this annoying stuff. But I've really noticed it. Like, people hover around me. People stare at me, too. Like, crazy. People stare at me like crazy, man. And I think it's part of it. They see us, and it's like moths to the flame or something. I don't know. And one note I do want to make is I do see people talk about gang stalking, and they're like, everybody's watching me, every neighbor, every this, every that, and whatever. Some people are just kind of going through some mental health issues and stuff. Shit. Oh, man. There's a guy right next to me. He's got a signal on. I'm letting him in. He doesn't go. And then right as I pull up, he starts going. And he's just kind of going now. I'm going to let him go, but oh my God, this is so annoying. Whatever, but maybe these people are gang stalking me on the street too while I'm driving. I don't know. Probably not, but I don't know. You want to make sure to stay sane and sober about this stuff. Like, I know, like, I was at an apartment complex and people were watching me there. Like, I remember I was, like, some guy would pull his car. I'd be on my balcony having a smoke or something. Some guy would always pull his car up right there, stop for like 3-4 minutes right in front of my apartment. And I was like, what? He'd always do that, right when I'm trying to have a smoke, chill. He's got to pull right up in front of there and just be there being weird and like up in my space to like make me uncomfortable or something, to make the situation tight. I don't know, but he was looking for some problems or something, and all right. But man, and I've had people, like, I had a guy ride his bike behind me really slowly. Like, I'm walking on a walking trail and he just has his bike behind me staring at me and stuff. And I've had multiple people. I've had a lot of people. They just start to stare like crazy. I don't know, man. Like, I remember I was at this old apartment complex and I'm just pulling my car up. I just happened to, someone has a TV on in their window. I just happened to glance toward their window for like a tenth of a second. I just, they got the game on in there. I don't know, the Seahawks were playing, and immediately, whoosh, shades shut. I'm like, whoa, like in 2 seconds. So maybe it's a bunch of sketchball people. Maybe it's not gang stalking. I don't know. But like, it's just stuff like that where I'm just like, that never used to happen. And I've lived in the hood before. I've lived in bad areas and whatever. I've been around sketchy people and stuff, and I've never had a vibe like that where just like, but yeah, I remember I just glanced over, just boom, shades shut immediately. I'm like, whoa, okay. Man, but yeah, I think it's just something Satan's using to annoy us, because I think these people are ultimately, for the most part, well, pretty much most people on this earth are pawns and minions of Satan, and they are Satan's minions. They are on his chessboard, and I think he just moves them around just to annoy us, you know, and to cause problems with us and stuff too. Like, I've had times where I'm walking, shooting a video in the park or something, and all of a sudden there's these people walking behind me and near me and around me, and I don't know, you know. Or I've had times at a grocery store too where all of a sudden I keep seeing the same person over, and like I see the same person 5-6 times. I'm by the cookies, they're by the cookies, they're whatever. So I mean, there is something going on. These people are like stalking us or whatever, but I think it's a spiritual thing. I think it's spiritual stalking, and I think it's something that's being done, you know, because Satan is their god, Satan is their deity. Satan is sort of like the same way, you know, my Father in heaven, the same way God is kind of hovering over us, directing us a bit, is the same way Satan is. But Satan like kind of uses them as his objects more. It's not really as much of a free will kind of thing. Satan more wants them just to be his objects and stuff. But I think he has pretty much complete control over them, and they just kind of do whatever Satan wants. So he just puts them in the way. And I had one time where I go to a running track to run sprints. You know, I'm going to run these 100-meter dashes and, you know, freaking kill my legs and kill my cardio. But I'm going to do that. And I'm at this park, and this park is really big, all kind of walking trails, all kind of places to be. Right when I do my sprints, all of a sudden this mother and son decide, oh, we're going to walk around the track like 8 times while you're here. We're going to walk 2 miles around the walking track totally at random. You know, it's just like, really? So I don't know, you know, it's stuff like that where it's just like, I was at the gym the other day. One day I decide I'm doing strength. I'm not touching cardio. Everybody's on the strength stuff. All the cardio equipment's empty. I'm like, what? Okay, whatever. The next day I decide I'm doing cardio, no strength. All the treadmills and everything's being used, and the whole weight room isn't being touched. And I'm like, how could that be a coincidence? How could that be a coincidence? Like, Satan is plotting against me and working against me. That's the only way, you know, and he's got these people under his control, and he's purposely having them do this annoying crap just to, like, put me in a little bit of a bad mood. You know? And the thing is, like, I am a very sane, sober-minded person. You know, I'm someone who is very good at differentiating fantasy from reality. You know? I'm very strong in that. And I see this stuff, and I'm just like, what the heck is going on? It's so annoying. These people are just like constantly just like up in my business being annoying and stuff, and it's happening at a higher level. I don't think there are some people as individuals that I think are choosing to be stalkers and weirdos, but I think at a higher level this is just Satan's plot against us. It's Satan's way of annoying us. It's Satan's way of putting us not at ease or whatever. So, I don't know. Those are my thoughts on gang stalking. I hope you all enjoyed this. Yeah, you know, much love to you all. God bless you all. Truth Tigers out.